guys hear the music?
This is the MMA Takes Podcast with your host, Brian Petrie.
Let's fucking go. I'm with my guys. My voice isn't there yet, but I would sing the boys are back in town. This is not COVID related. This is a screaming incident related throat thing. So bear with me. We got a couple people in the chat here. James Larkin is always pumped, ready to sound these absolute bangers. Absolutely Dirtworm, which is probably the coolest fucking name ever. What's up, Dirtworm? Zach Loghead. COVID not so BB Town. I knew this guy was going to deliver picks and keep the train rolling. So much respect for your dedication and passion, Brian. I'm still, thank you, Zach Lawhead. What a nice guy. Well, we got picks, boys. We got fucking picks. Am I coming loud and clear? We got a different setup here. Christian's not the best with the tech, but he's got it. Timbo, my man, is down on the luck because Poopa Russ stinks. The Braves are out of the playoffs, but he's here, ready for those fucking picks. Timbo, quick question before we get to the picks. Did you ever once, as a Cowboys fan, think Cooper Rush was going to take Dak's job?
No, never, and still don't.
Right, neither did I. I thought it was a weird narrative they were going.
Yeah, I mean, the media is always going to spin something, especially in Dallas. Fucking Stephen A. Smith and guys like that, they got to get clicks somehow. But no, all aboard the Dak Express this weekend, baby. We're coming back.
Dak Prescott. I love it. Yeah, let's see. We go. Teenage boy face and the voice cracked a match. Let's go, Brian. That's very true. What's up with these lit during live? Oh God, someone said that to me Thursday night football. Guess who's here, boy? This is MMA Takes Podcast number one fan. That is Kieran Doherty. That guy shows up everything. Guys at work were like, "What are you doing during Thursday night football?" I was like, "Have you watched the past Thursday night games?"
Yeah, trash.
They have been absolute dog shit. You got the Cardinals and you got the Saints. We're gonna wrap up. You can go watch the 12-7 game that's happening in the third quarter. You're gonna be okay. We're gonna give you fucking winners, and this is an insane card. Normally, I wouldn't do it on Thursday because you want to compete with football, but this card deserves prime time with my guys. So it's been a while. It's been a while since
beard mustache beard combination.
Christian,
it's epic. It's legendary.
Christian, what is it called again? Hit me with what? Oh yeah,
I believe it's a Burnside.
Burnside. We watched a TV show about a guy that raped girls and murdered them. He had Burnsides, so it was a good show on Apple Plus. So it was about a real guy. Listen, boys, remind me who's champ.
Oh, your boy. Well, come on now.
Oh, hey. I don't want to take anything away from Timbo. I thought it was you, Timbo. I know it fucking wasn't me, but I didn't know who it was. Glad it's Timbo. Let me turn that up there. Okay, here we go. First fight of the night. I don't have any fancy graphics. It's been a hell of a week, so we're just going to have to just kind of roll with it. The fancy graphic for this week is fucking Christian's beard. First fight of the night, in my opinion, the only stinker on the card, Lena Landsberg, plus 245 versus Carol Rosa, minus 295. I'm going to save my voice, and I'm going to go first. I'll go Carol Rosa. Why? Because she's the favorite. Next.
Champ, is that you or is that me?
Yeah.
Up on the barrel, boys.
Yeah, I mean, again, you nailed it on the head. This fight stinks. Carol Rosa just got dominated by fucking Sarah McMahon, who's an outstanding wrestler. Nothing taken away from her. But low-level women's MMA, man, it's the fucking hardest thing to pick in the sport.
Do you think it's harder than low-level heavyweights?
Oh.
Low-level heavyweights is bad.
They're probably equally bad. They're probably equally bad, honestly. But
my boy Harry Hunsucker was on a local card somewhere in Kentucky 2 weeks ago and wasn't even the headliner.
Oh, wow.
Some garbage man in like a second was like the first fight of the night. That is a steep drop.
Yeah, he was just on the card like this year, wasn't he? Wasn't he on the card this year?
Yeah, right. He debuted against 205, got smoked by a body kick, and then was like, hey, I'm going to rebound and beat some cab driver up and look good doing it.
Wow. Fall from grace. Wonder what his paycheck looked like. But anyway, I'll take Carol Rosa here. She should win it on the feet. She had her struggles in the grappling department against Sarah McMahon, but I think Sarah McMahon is way, way more higher skilled than our girl Lena here. So give me Carol Rosa.
Carol Rosa for Timbo, the champ. Christian, what do you got here? You're rounding out the pack with a favorite. You're gonna go dog. What we got, man?
Hell yeah, this fight's easy. Carol Rosa is a lock. You can put that.
Don't
you clip that thing.
that.
Carol Rosa is a lock. She's got.
Don't do that.
She's slime ball worthy. She's gonna win that easily. Her output is
Slime
huge.
ball worthy?
Yeah, this is a lock.
What is she? Is she like a minus
300? 300.
Oh, wow. That's a
Right,
nice
that's
parlay.
a-
I got these lines. I got these lines 2 days ago, and I've noticed
don't
some
have to
drastic changes.
Lena Landsberg's 40. She's got like a clinch game and some good elbows. I mean, it's output in a fight that's going to go the distance. It's Rosa all day. Just this one's easy. This is slime ball worthy. Slime
ball worthy. Listen, that's trademark, dude. Okay, you got the grease ball. Leave my slime ball alone. Can you guys see the chat? Unless I put it on the screen or no?
I only see it when you put it on the screen.
Yeah. So if you go down, click this. There's a message saying you can click Christian, and then you can show chat/social, and then you go up there and you can show the social, and you can show everybody that's typing.
Nice.
Right below our videos.
Oh, there it is.
This guy.
But all I see is what Brian puts up there.
I'm putting them up still though. I stand corrected. Thought those were mutton chops.
Oh, they could be. They could be.
They could be. Of course, Timbo still at the strap. No love for the elbow queen. Yeah, me neither. Is that Ice Cold Podcast, dude? Fuck yeah, it is, dude. And it's gonna help this throat. What's up, fellas?
I was thinking, Brian, you should one of your Mountain Dews, you should put a label on there that says podcast juice.
That's what my like Apollo Costa's secret juice. That's what my buddy said. I think I'm gonna have to get it like a big gold, like a cool big gold t-shirt and just say podcast juice on it or something like that. Danny Betts, what's up, boys? BP needs this slime ball, so I trust. Hey, first off, slime ball hit last week, man. You know, slime ball gun. So wrong. Okay, you're wrong. All right, let's Muhammad Mokayev minus 850. I believe he's minus 1150 now. He is fighting Malcolm Gordon plus 600. This is kind of a squash match. They're kind of setting up Mokayev here to be the next big thing at 125. They gave him Malcolm Gordon, who's kind of rebounding a little bit well, but stinks. So who's taking it, boys? Christian, you nod your head. Tell me who you like in this, babe.
I mean, I was just looking at the most updated lines. Even on DraftKings, he's up to minus 1150, and that's the best line out there.
That's what I got him too.
I'm not gonna. I don't know. I mean, it's Malcolm Gordon, so he may get knocked out. I don't think Mokayev's shown a ton of punching power. He's inside the distance parlay piece. There you go. Next.
There you go. Next. Same.
Steamroll through him. This guy will be fighting for a title in a year and a half, 2 years.
I'm not that high on him, but Malcolm.
I think he's good. I'm not. He's not Bo Nickel worthy. Okay, but he's good. He's good. I can't believe you guys don't like Bo Nickel. Timbo just literally said, "Oh God!" Like, come on, man.
I knew you found a way to bring him up.
I'm gonna bring him up the entire time.
I want to make sure that the world knows that you think Bo Nickel steamrolls Chimaev.
Oh yeah, say that.
Chimaev. Yes, I do.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
100%. 100%.
We're betting houses on that.
Oh yeah, we're betting houses on that.
We're betting houses, or because I think where you live, your house is a little more valuable than mine. So I stand to win a lot more money.
That's that minus 300 right there.
I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. Next up, Arman Petrosyan minus 205 versus AJ Dobson plus 175. Champ, what do you think about this fight at 185? Bo Nickel definitely beats both these guys. So who do you got in this fight here?
And he does. Let me pull up my notes here. So I know Arman looked good against RoboCop. He's got great striking, but he's been finished a couple of times, I believe, early on in his career, from what I gathered. But what was the line on this one? Do we have the lines?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm assuming Arman's probably
minus 205 for Petrosyan, plus 175 for AJ Dobson. The Ohio AJ Dobson, I mind you.
Cincinnati or
no, I don't know where he's from. Somewhere in Ohio.
All right. I think I'm gonna go dog chasing here, man.
Get the dog bone.
Armin isn't, Armin isn't a. Hey, this is dog. What's up, dog? Yeah, Armin's not going to be going for any takedowns. And AJ has strong power. Like I said, Armin's been hurt in the past. AJ Dobson, I think, has some good value here. Finish this inside the distance. By TKO is pretty much his only option. So yeah, give me Dobson here. You got to take some shots at this one.
Kieran's dad's watching for the first time. What's up, Mr. Doherty? If that's your real name. Yeah, so listen, I'm with Timbo here. I thought I was going to sneak one by here. AJ Dobson, I think, is a little underrated. I don't think he's the cleanest guy in the world. He's aggressive. He's big. He can mix things up really well. Petrosyan's obviously more of a kickboxer. He's trying to round out his game, but overall, really good pressure can break him. And if AJ Dobson comes in shape, because he wasn't in shape his last fight, he could break him here with his pressure. And I think this is going to be a decision win for Dobson. I could see maybe a late TKO because Petrosyan doesn't have the best gas tank in the world either. But I like AJ Dobson, dog. I thought I was going to sneak one by Timbo, but that's why he's a champ, man. He's a champ. He's smart. Christian, what we got here, babe?
Yeah, I'm going to sneak one by both of you guys. I'm taking Petrosyan here. Oh, and you said Dobson's from Ohio. Isn't Jeffrey Dahmer from Ohio too?
Nah, whoa. Not from Ohio. I believe he lived in Ohio at some point in this time in the early 90s. He saw a 5-year-old Brian Petrie walking the streets. He went, I'm out of this joint. That kid's a beefcake for 5. I won't be able to murder him. I got to go back to Wisconsin.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
is he from Ohio, though? I know Charles Manson's from Cincinnati. Not only is he from Cincinnati, he's from the fucking west side of Cincinnati, where I'm from.
Shit.
Yeah, he's right down the street.
When Ohio popped up, Molly and I were watching an episode. It's like, oh, shit. I wonder if he's from Cincinnati.
No. But yeah, I don't think he's from Cincinnati. You know what's crazy, though, is his brother, because I watched that show, too, and I deep dove on his Wikipedia. His brother graduated from the University of Cincinnati, changed his last name, and still lives in this city with like his family. Was like, that's a completely fucking normal dude. You have a house phone? Is that what's ringing, Christian?
No, it's Molly. It was Molly. It was pressing that thing on her watch that makes her phone beat.
Oh, I thought you had a landline. Then I was going.
I do have a landline. You want the number?
You have a landline? You went
old school. Yeah, I gotta get your landline number.
I gotta send a couple faxes to you. Where's your answer machine at? All right, so I'm going. We're split here. You got Petrosyan. I got AJ Dobson.
Yeah. Either way, I think this fight doesn't go the distance. I think Dobson kind of gasses out, or I think Petrosyan's a much better kickboxer. I think he can piece him up on the feet. I think he can stop the takedowns, although he hasn't faced many, and we haven't really seen if he can or can't. But I'm gonna hitch my wagons to Petrosyan here.
Hitch him. Trinidadian Ohio guy. Central Ohio dude is Powell outside of Columbus. So Central Ohio for Dobson outside of Columbus. Petrosyan better kickboxer, no doubt. Dahmer didn't think he was a snack. He probably did, but he said, look at that 5-year-old's head and fucking neck. I can't chop that up. I don't have a soul big enough to cut through those bones.
It wouldn't have fit in his freezer. That's why.
Oh, 76 days until Ohio's official betting, my guy. I cannot wait. January 1st is on a Sunday. I'm assuming there's going to be NFL. I am just fucking all my Christmas gifts. I'm just asking for cash this year and laying it all on the fucking whoever. Chancellor Barton, more cushion for the pushing. For Dahmer, I guess. But again, trying to dispose of his body is a problem. You got to get some kind of like elephant saw. Tim on the Luke Thomas bait ride. I'm okay. Round 2 prop with a sprinkle for sure. Christian has a rotary phone. I wouldn't be surprised. He strikes me as a fucking a little kind of hipstery rotary phone, rides an old-timey bicycle while listening to a record player. Only he really has it. Oh my god. You got to give me that number. I got to call you. You know, is your fridge running? All that stuff.
Oh, is that a dial tone? Holy shit.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Jesus,
I am my parents, God bless them, who do not live in this world. They're from 1998. Got rid of their landline about 15 years ago, man. Woo, you're full of surprises, Christian. Let's move on. Akbar Nurmagomedov minus 175 versus, goddamn it, this name is very fun. Yadsi Nurmagomedov. I fucking nailed it, Christian. What? What's that face for?
I got it. You did it.
I nailed
You
it.
did it.
I'm not gonna say him again. I will lead with this though. I think this is criminal. I think we're stealing from the books. Gatti is an underdog at plus 150. Abubakar minus 175. Abubakar stinks. The reason he's getting his line is in Abu Dhabi. He's in a good training camp with all those guys, but he is trash. I think Gatti is better everywhere. I think, maybe slightly in the wrestling. Cardio could be an issue, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think Abubakar is garbage. I think this is going to be Khabib coming out there in the corner. Big L right here. Might have a strong night for the rest of the night, but this is going to be an L right here for sure. I'm all over the dog here at Gatti. I was really surprised by this line. When I went through and made my picks before I had any lines down, that was one of the first picks I did after I capped them. I was like, oh, Gatti for sure. And I couldn't believe he was plus money. Give me Gatti here. Probably by decision. He could finish Abubakar, but let's go decision and play it safe here. But give me Gatti all the fucking way. Boys, jump on the bone. Who wants it?
I want it because I couldn't agree with you more. This line is insane. Abubakar barely beat Tim's boy the Night Train. Barely beat, and he got subbed by David Zawada. Those guys are both fighting right on the Henry Hunsucker card, 1 and 2 fights above him. This is wild. You got to hammer this. Get it while you still. Although the line's probably going to keep getting better, so keep an eye on it. I don't know what to open.
Right, with it being in Abu Dhabi and stuff, he's not good. Got triangled up. Who gets fucking triangled anymore? That goof. All right, Timbo, who do you like here, babe? If you say Abubakar, I apologize for just fucking roasting.
Nah, dude. I was I figured you two sharps would be on the same page as me, but folks are seeing that last name and immediately thinking, oh, this guy's one of them.
That's all they're doing. Right.
That's all that's happening. This dude went 1 for 5 on fucking taking the Night Train down, which all respect to Night Train. He should be in the UFC right now.
Yeah.
But the last name
he can get taken down by the wind, right? And this guy struggled.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You go 1 for 5 on taking Night Train down. You need to be stripped of the last name that you have. So we're on the same page there.
Nice.
Father's plan parlay. Abubakar, Islam, and the other dude. Can I go to the window and say the other dude and they'll know what I mean? You actually nailed that with some hillbilly flair to spare. I'll take it. I'll take that hillbilly hair to spare. Super dog heavy in this car. Yeah, I do like some dogs in this car. There were some times where I was fucking questioning myself going, do I really fucking like these many dogs? Am I reading this right? And all three of the sharpest guys I know are on the same dog. I couldn't believe this guy was that plus money. If I could live bet, I would do it right now. Ohio, just fucking move it up a couple days. All right, next up, we got Zubara Chugurov. He is a minus 155 versus Lucas Almeida, plus 135. Very interesting fight. Hard fight for me to cap for sure. I'm going to go with Timbo, the champ here. Champ, tough fight for me. Maybe it's easy for you boys. I'm not seeing this one so good. So who do you like?
No, this one's a tough one as well. Chookagian. I believe I'm doing that one. Chookagian, yeah. Questionable cardio, as I'm sure we all know. He's really explosive in rounds 1 and 2. He's got great takedowns, and then the gas tank fucking falls off. So this would be one of those fights that's definitely got a live betting to it. If he doesn't get it done within 2 rounds, definitely start looking at Almeida to get a finish in the late rounds because Chookagian is primed to fucking gas out. But his takedowns are really good. I'm not too big on Almeida. He's got excellent cardio, but I'm gonna go with Chookagian here, just on his takedowns and even winning round 1 and 1-2 and round 2. I don't really have any issue with, as long as he doesn't get finished in the 3rd round, or if he can get a finish prior to the 3rd round. I think he's a safe play. Yeah. Not very high on it though, but
right. This is a pass for me for sure. I don't have a good read. You're taking Zoobs. Christian, who you like here, man?
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this one too. Chookagian's one of the guys that he got suspended for like 2 years for some shit during what they got Connor brawl, didn't he? One of those guys.
Well, he got suspended before that for some steroid shit. Got basically kicked out of the UFC for the Connor brawl, and then Khabib's like, no, and then brought him back. Yeah, so he's had some shit. Outside the cage.
I think I'm sure he can't get a visa, especially now. So it's probably why we only see him in Abu Dhabi.
It's true.
And the judges don't seem to do him any favors there either. Look, Tuagov's cardio has shown itself time and time again to not be very good. You know, the old adage, ABC, always bet cardio. This guy doesn't have it. Almeida lost to Zellhuber, which that guy was pathetic in his UFC debut. Man, people were chugging him down. And I mean, that's
a shot at me. I know he was.
Yeah, you weren't the only person on him. I was too. I'm going to take a shot on Almeida here. I hate picking Brazilians in Abu Dhabi because they historically do horrible.
Right.
I can't trust Chookagian here. I'm looking at my notes and it just says always bet cardio, and one has it and one doesn't.
Always
so give
cardio.
Me Almeida.
Yeah, Zoob's fought.
I don't love this fight though. Actually, I don't love this fight.
No, this is a tough fight. I have it going in a decision. I think that may be the only play I would have, but I have money I want to spend elsewhere. Zoob's, he fought on that card with Poirier and Khabib where the heat broke or the AC broke, and he about died. Like, he literally was the sweatiest guy I've ever seen in my life, and his cardio is not that good anyway. He likes to come out aggressive. He likes to come out standing, and he looks good. Almeida looked good when he got called up on short notice his debut, but you go back to the Zellhuber fight, and I know Zellhuber, young kid, looked really good in that fight, but he's not that good. I don't think he's complete yet. I think he sold us a bunch of fucking fake wolf tickets, and everyone like me bought him up and bet him heavy and blah, blah, blah. But Almeida looked better than the Zellhuber fight in his debut. But I keep coming back to the Zellhuber fight. I keep coming back to it in Abu Dhabi. Zoobs has more ways to win. He does have good striking. He has a pretty good chin. He's quick. He's explosive. His cardio is absolute garbage. But if he doesn't wrestle all that much, I think he'll be okay because I think he can avoid the striking. I think his striking is a little bit better than people maybe give him credit for. I'm going to take Zoobs here, but again, this is an absolute fucking pass for me. I think this fight is – I think it's a rat line. People are going to jump on Almeida because he looked good in his debut, and Zoobs, even though he's a Khabib guy, he's like one of the lower-level Khabib guys. He's not that good, so people want to fade Khabib like I do. I want Khabib's guys to lose at all times, but – I think this is just you're throwing your money at the wrong guy here. I just think he's gonna squeak out another decision. Probably die as he's getting his hand raised because he'll be covered in sweat. But a fight that I don't like, a fight that I do like. And when I texted you boys the other day, this was the hardest one I ever had to pick. Volkan Oezdemir plus 140 versus Nikita Krylov. These guys I feel like have fought 20 times. Like, I feel like these guys. Like, Volkan has fought everyone at 205. How has he not fought Nikita Krylov? This is Nikita Krylov's second time in the UFC. Was a heavyweight with the 205. Like, how have they not fought? This is beyond insanity to me. Hold on, let me look at the chat here. I can't believe Oliveira is as big as a dog. After fixing his eyesight, this training camp, he's been killing people while he's blind. That's why he gets so much. Yeah, I mean, he did fix his Khabib owns UFC. Kieran coming in with the hot fucking Reddit takes. LOL. That was probably when Christian Mime sucking the dick, which, you know, he did pretty good, by the way. Can I actually get a Luca Fury breakdown on this one? I want to hear about how either guy can win and then it's smug. I told you so no matter what. Okay, so Luca Fury breakdown. I'll do the Luca Fury breakdown on the Volkan Oezdemir Nikita Krylov because that is a perfect fucking Luca Fury breakdown because I don't know who's going. I'll go first. So listen, Volkan Oezdemir, no time, right? Hasn't really knocked someone out in a while, right? He does have time. He has quite a lot of time, okay? You know, he's got pretty good decision wins. His last fight against Paul Craig, he fought smart. He stayed on the ground, stayed off the ground, excuse me. His power is very awkward. It's very short. His arms are very short. If you look at him, it's like T-Rex in there. He does not have big, long arms. Nikita Krylov's a guy who had horrible trouble on the ground. He kind of fixed that a little bit. He's always been kind of a bruiser on the feet, weird karate stance with some unique kicks, likes to clinch, can take you to the ground. Volkan Oezdemir, though, training in that Swedish gym, All-Stars, I don't think he's getting taken down here. Paul, if he can avoid the ground with Paul Craig, I think he can avoid it with Nikita Krylov. This is probably going to be a stand-up war. Nikita's got a chin on him. He's coming off a knockout win over Alexander Gustafsson, who is absolute worst. You got to throw that out because that doesn't mean shit, right? And Volkan trains with Gustafsson. So I see Nikita Krylov. Here's my Luca Fury breakdown. I see Nikita Krylov winning until he's not winning. And then I see Volkan Oezdemir as a really good dog play, but he might lose too. But if Volkan wins, he'll win by decision. And if Nikita wins, he'll win by decision. So I guess my official play is Volkan. That's my Luca Fury breakdown. The Brian Petrie breakdown, nuts on the table. Give me that dog, Volkan Oezdemir. I think he's just going to be better everywhere. I think he's more athletic. I think he's bigger, stronger. I don't think he's going to get anywhere near the ground here. If he does, it's because he's going to take the ground. Give me that another dog play. Timbo's shaking his head, so I'm going right to Timbo now. Tell me what's up, Timbo.
Lost all respect for Volk. I mean, I didn't have much respect. Granted,
All respect?
Not all, but there's not much to have. Granted, he's had some fucking tough matchups. When they served him up Yuri in his debut, that was tough. I do like the under in this one. I think that's definitely the bet to make on this. But
the under, wow, okay,
yeah, I think so. But God, Volkan was just and granted he won the fight, but he was just so. I get Paul Craig is like a very like unique fighter to be fighting, just with his skill set and the way he tries to get you to the ground and get a hold of one of your limbs. But like Volk fucking fought that fight just so frustratingly. Like I think he's lost all of his confidence just from being fucking knocked out as many times as he had or finished as many times as he had. Point. Krylov is fucking Jesus Christ. I'm having a brain fart now. Volkan, Alexander fucking
Gustafsson.
Yeah. He is absolutely fucking washed. But Krylov went out there and handled business as he should. I think he's riding high right now. Like I said, he's got a second win back in the UFC. So I like Krylov here. I like him for a finish, honestly. The way he came out against Gus so aggressively, the way Volk has not been aggressive in his past couple fights, give me Krylov.
Let me ask you a question, okay? Want to bet?
Yeah, you can be straight odds, absolutely.
Yeah, 2020.
I'll do a little 20 spot. Yeah, hell yeah.
20 spot. Hey, let's go. Christian, be the voice of reason here. Who do you like? Let's go. Come on.
Let me give you the Luca Fury voice of reason.
Yeah, go ahead.
Krylov could win this fight by knockout, by submission, or by a decision. Oezdemir could win this fight by knockout or by decision. I recommend betting not Volkan via submission at minus 7,000 odds.
That's a good. I've never. He started following me on Twitter. I kind of laid off him a little bit. I've listened to some. The thing that bothers me so much is when he came back, when he was unretired.
I didn't know who he was. I'm like, who is that? Who is this Luca Fury guy?
I asked around about him because he's certified or not verified or whatever, right? So I'm like, who is this guy, right? So I don't know him. People are like, nah, he's the real deal. He's moved lines. People say good things about him. I asked people at the Anakin Fornings. He was on that show for a little, or he did a guest spot one time. And then he's like, I'm coming back full time for MMA, blah, blah, blah. All my stuff's going to be free. I won't charge you for my picks. It's all going to be free. I'm going to give you 4 picks a card, blah, blah, blah. Now everything he's charging super followers on Twitter. He's got a Patreon where he doesn't release any of his picks unless it's behind a Patreon. I'm like, what happened to the free shit, man? Like, and people are paying him. He's got like $600 classes that teach you how to sports bet.
Dang, listen, I always thought if you were so good at sports betting, you wouldn't be telling anybody what to bet.
You wouldn't tell people your secrets, right? Listen, if people are paying him and they're winning money, that's all I care about. If he's that good, cool. He's drier than fucking bran flakes. So I mean, what are you gonna do? But who was your official pick on this, Christian? I need to give me a Luca Fury. Right. Who you got?
Yeah, sorry, Luca. I don't know you. I just
we don't know
things.
You. Sorry.
And don't be offended by my imitation. Look, I think Krylov's pretty good to win here. Better volume, better power. Honestly, he can win all 3 ways. Volkan has been incredibly disappointing. When you're getting pieced up, Paul Craig could have had a standing KO in that if he just would have kept hitting him. Mm-hmm. I got no time for Volkan anymore. That guy, I think he's washed. Worst. I don't mind paying 170 for Krylov there. I think that's pretty reasonable. I'm not gonna bet it super heavy, but I don't even know what I'm gonna do because Volkan doesn't seem to be finishable. But this style matchup, what it reminds me of more than any of them is the fight versus Yuri. Because if Krylov comes in like a wild man, I mean Volkan didn't handle that very well. That's the closest comparison I got when I was looking into it. So.
He tried to get wild though. He did turn it on against Yuri and landed some fucking good shots against Yuri. First round
was a little shaky for Yuri.
Yeah.
Yuri is absolute crazy, and I can't wait to see him fight live in Vegas. He stayed in a room with just water for 3 days to fight demons. Like what? People said like they went out. He was out at a bar after his fight and he was drinking, and he outdrank everyone. Like the dude is like a mule. Like you can't fuck with this guy. He's a different goddamn animal. All right, next up, Magomed Muradov, who I cannot get his ass out of my head. Thank you, Christian. Plus 170 versus Kyle Borralho, who is a minus 200. This line is okay in my opinion. I didn't have a strong lead. I have listened to some podcasts where they're very strong on one side. Timbo, who do you like in this fight here, bub?
This is a tough one to cat. And I'll be honest, I didn't do much research on it. I'm rocking with Borralho here.
Borralho?
Ohio.
And it just seems like typical grappler versus striker here. And Borralho is an excellent fucking grappler, good takedowns. I mean, if you can do that, and if you succeed in it, you got a blueprint to win this fight.
Sure.
Can y'all hear me all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, bet. Yeah, so give me Borralho.
Borralho. Christian, since you can say his name so goddamn well, who do you like?
I think it's Kyle Borralho. Borralho. I like him quite a bit in this fight. He should have that neck tat removed, though, because that guy doesn't fight like somebody with a neck tat. He just lays and holds down. He's like a young Khabib, just laying on you and holding you there. But nothing wrong with being a young Khabib because wins are wins, and I'm betting them. So yeah, I'm gonna take a shot on the sub here because Muradov. I mean, we got an excellent grappler. We saw what an excellent grappler just did to him. Yeah. This is not one that I had any trouble with, so I guess I'll fall into that category that's on the Borralho side. Look, if it stays standing, Muradov he'll wreck him. There's not much question about that. But I'll take a wrestler 99% of the time over a Floyd Mayweather trained boxer in a cage. If it's in the ring,
and a former asshole model apparently too.
Yeah.
This guy's
that's him.
That's him. This is him.
That's what he sent you. Do you guys ever remember Talladega Nights where Cal's talking to him? He goes, "Hey man, I want to let you know my deepest darkest secrets. I pose for Playgirl magazine."
Yeah, Mike Concho. This is Mike Concho.
And everything under Mike Concho. That's what this guy did. He spread his butt cheeks for fucking $150. Listen, I think he's a great fighter. I really do. I want to pick him. I had him circled, but man, he just doesn't have good cardio. I think it's going to be a problem on the feet. I think Borralho fights like a Dagestani, even though he's Brazilian. I hate the fucking net tack, the fight nerd. Oh, I wear glasses, dude. You fucking banged 10 bitches this week. You ain't no goddamn nerd. Like he ain't a true nerd, right? With a neck tat. But I think he's just boring enough, and his fights are just not exciting that I think he's just gonna Muradov's gonna have some flashes, and with a name like that over in Abu Dhabi, they're gonna be rooting for him. They're gonna be wanting him to win. I just think Borralho's gonna take this fight where he needs to be. I like the number on Muradov though at plus 170. I think that's a little steep, but he just came off an ugly loss over a guy who fights very similar, an older guy without as good as takedowns. Even though Jared Murskot's very good on the ground, he doesn't take you down as well as Borralho does. And he's a little bit older as well. So, I don't know if Muradov, I know it was a little bit a while ago. Could he have fixed it? Maybe. I don't really know. But I'm going to go the safe play here. This is my square pick of the week. SpongeBob square pick of the week. It's going to be Kai Borralho. All right, now we're getting to the nuts and bolts of it, boys. Now we're getting to that fucking meat, that good filet mignon. And we're going to start off by Belal Muhammad's plus 125. I know this has came down a little bit. I think he was in the plus 110s. Against Sean Brady, minus 145. Boys, this is going to be an interesting fight. Do I think it's going to be the best fight of the night? No. I think it's going to be interesting in telling what either can do because they're so goddamn similar. I'm going to start with Christian. Christian, tell me who wins this. Really good matchup here at 170 pounds.
I'm glad I got to start with this one because I don't have a hot take, and I'd be curious to hear what you guys have to say, but I got to give my answer first. This was the hardest fight on the card for me to pick. This is the only one I circled, X'd out, and picked the other fighter. When I first thought about it, I was like, well, Belal should have the edge in the striking, which I guess, but Sean Brady isn't a wrestler, is a jiu-jitsu guy. What when you try to say what type of fighter is Belal? I don't see the chat before. See, I don't see it until later.
Sorry. Someone said fly, Philly, fly. You know, they beat the Braves, and Timo just gave him an old classic.
Oh.
Fuck you, man. Then Sandy Word just right there. That was great. Sorry, Christian. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. Man, you try to break this one down stats-wise. That's what I'll go to. I'm like, God, these guys are like the same fighter. Both have elite takedown defense. Both not the greatest. Well, I mean, Sean Brady's better at taking people down. I kind of hope it takes place on the feet because I'll be so curious because they're both not, really elite strikers, but they both can hit kind of hard. I somehow think, and I don't know how that Brady's going to end up on top, and I don't think Bilal's going to be able to get up, and I think that's going to be the problem. I think Bilal plus money is probably, if you're a value boy, that's probably the way to go, but we're picking fights here.
Sure.
Sean Brady's got that squeeze. You hear about it from his camp. You hear about it everywhere. This guy is strong. I think he's going to be too strong for Bilal, and I think he's going to hold him down. I can't tell you much else about it, but like you said, this might be a 15-minute snooze fest, but it's a 15-minute snooze fest we all want to see. But give me Brady here. Right. I always pick against him, but that means Bilal will probably win. So
Timbo, I got a hot take, and I got Timbo's just. I want to know what this guy's going to say here.
I can only imagine that the over in this fight is astronomical.
Oh, minus 450 probably. Yeah. They're not finishing each other. Yeah.
It's like Bilal. It's crazy stats I heard today. It's like Bilal's going to decision like fucking over 10 times in a row. And
he hasn't finished anybody in a long time.
I think it was like 15 fights I heard. Something ridiculous. And then Sean Brady he's going to the third round and 4 of his 5. Last 5. 4 of his 5. So, I think Brady just is more aggressive, and I kind of constantly shit on Bilal Muhammad just because he isn't aggressive and he doesn't do much damage.
Right. Minus 250 to go the distance, Timbo.
That's
not as bad as we thought. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean that's the bet here. That's a nice parlay. That's a nice parlay piece, but I think I'm gonna go with Brady here, man. I like him in the show.
Hey.
What's that?
Look at his hat, dude.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, man.
Damn, dude. Would you just fucking run to the store and buy that?
Yeah, he did. He's got a hat guy that lives in his backyard. What hat do you need? You need the bird hat? What do you need? Oh, Philly? Gotcha.
Oh, I got an Eagles hat too. I could go put that one on if you want.
Oh, God.
Philly's hot right now, dude. Philly's hot right now. They're fucking sworn. So what's your official pick, Timbo, before that scumbag interrupted you?
Sean Brady. Like I said, I just think he gets after it more. I think I'm Christian, I don't know if you heard, but this is minus 250 to go to decision, which I think is another excellent parlay.
Oh, yeah. This is their average fight time is both about 14 minutes.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Neither of them. Has Bilal ever been finished? Just once, right?
Yeah, Santiago Vicente Luque got him. Years ago.
Oh yeah, the first one.
They did 3 matches. It was his last
and he got it back.
Yeah. So give me Sean Brady.
Sean Brady. Okay, here's a hot take for you.
Bilal Muhammad's gonna win this fight, and he's gonna do it pretty convincingly. Listen, Sean Brady has not fought anybody yet. Michael Chiesa, the guy breaks after the first round. Sean Brady's very, very strong, but cardio suspect. He's got some flashy stuff on the feet. He's a good boxer, but he always goes back to his wrestling. He never just wants to stand up. I don't think he trusts himself yet. You look at Bilal Muhammad, he stood up almost 5 rounds with Vicente Luque. Yes, it was kind of boring. He pot shotted him, but his movement's very good. Bilal's not getting taken down in this fight. And if he is, he's getting right back up. He's been training with Khabib for a couple weeks in the fucking beast in Dagestan. I like that. I like that push. He's getting that extra push. He's been in Abu Dhabi for weeks now. And this is a fight no one wants to take because Brady's outside the top 5, outside the top, I don't know what he's ranked. But no one wants to fight Sean Brady. He's a bad matchup for a lot of guys because he's so physically strong. His jiu-jitsu is great. Philly, especially that Philly gym. The city of Philly's hot right now. It's hard to fade Philadelphia. But I like Bilal Muhammad here by decision. I think he's just not going to get put in bad positions. And I think Sean Brady's going to kind of slow down and Bilal's going to slowly take over. Now, this is going to be a close fight. Now, someone brought up, I believe it was on the Dogger Pass podcast, shout out those boys, that Sean Brady has covered in tattoos. They don't like tattoos over there. And you're fighting a guy named Bilal Muhammad. So if it goes to a decision, let's just kind of be careful where we're running, right? I think if Sean Brady wants to win this fight, he has to dominate. I don't see him dominating. I see it being close. I see it going to decision. Minus 250 to go to the distance is absolute money. Bilal Muhammad for plus money, I love. Bilal to win by decision is going to be even plus money than that. I love plus money tickets only is what we're doing here. So give me Bilal Muhammad. Remember the name, baby. Let's see. Can't finish this dinner. That's true. Can't finish the bag of chips. Dude, the disrespect. Chancellor Barton, I believe he said something about a couple times ago. He said like only bitches shit or something like that. It was very funny. Not gonna lie, I'm here for Timbo's baseball replies on Twitter. Timbo savage. Let me tell you something. Everyone in the chat, do not cross Timbo. He will murder your family. He will find your social security number. He will bankrupt you. This guy don't give a fuck. But also, he did disrespect the cheesesteaks. You can't do that. Sick on mask on it. Yeah, he does have a fucking sick back tattoo that everyone's like completely stolen. They both have over 85% takedown defense. Think it's going to go kickboxing match. Bilal throws more clear but not confident pick is Bilal. Jarrett breaking it down.
What was Bilal's odds? What was that? Plus 140?
Plus 125, but I think he's closer to like plus 110 now. He's starting to get some steam on.
Plus 120 was that. That's right.
Okay, so he hasn't moved too much. For some reason, I thought I heard he dropped a little bit.
It'll be a good fight, man. It's going to be a very back and forth
interesting.
chess match.
It's a very interesting fight because they both, what we have seen, they've been able to implement their game plan, which is get on top, smash. I don't think either can do that to either very easily, right? And if they can, it's going to be a big surprise. And also, there's a lot of implications here. If Sean Brady beats Bilal Muhammad, he catapults to a guy at 170, that no one wants to fuck with. And Bilal Muhammad has been calling out people for a while here. He was one of the only few people that raised his hand, like, I'll fight Chimaev. Him and Magny, like the only ones for a while. So this is interesting. A lot of implications here. All right, next up, Caitlin Chookagian plus 175 versus Manon Fiorot minus 205. I'll lead the dance here with these females. Caitlin Chookagian. Decision win, right? I had Manon Fiorot in my slime ball parlay. Spoiler alert, I took her out. I think she wins this fight. I'm very confident she wins this fight. But that fucking Serena Williams tennis player shit confuses people. Caitlin Chookagian, very good at what she does. Stick and move. Manon Fiorot, though, good forward pressure, good body kicks. Caitlin Chookagian's been finished by a body punch before by Jessica Andrade. Good body kicks, not the best takedown defense, but she can get back up. I think Manon Fiorot is going to be a real problem for females in this division, and she's fought her last 2 times out with a bad knee against Jennifer Maia, and then Maria Silva Borralho, who are pure grapplers. She looked really good. She's getting her striker now. She can't take a step backwards. She's got to move forward. She's got to make Caitlin Chookagian pay. This is a girl who's always going to be top 5 in this division. She's never going to fucking go away. She'll never reach the title, but she'll fight for it 10 fucking times, right? But I like Manon Fiorot out of the slime ball parlay. However, I'm very confident. I just don't pick women's MMA very well. And putting women's MMA in a slime ball parlay is catastrophe. It is catastrophe. So I'm not going to do that. But very confident Manon Fiorot minus 205 is a little high for me. So I don't know if I'm going to get there in a straight wager play. But give me Fiorot, Christian, females. Who you like, babe?
I love this fight. Chookagian is by far my most profitable fighter. The only fights I picked against her since I even started betting MMA was Valentina and Jessica Andrade. Every other time I picked her by a decision. She's been I know Anik loves her, so do I. She's the best for my bankroll. Probably the second. I mean, she is the second best fighter in the division. Also, stop calling her out on the kiosk because Manon Fiorot sounds like oh God, what's that? Maria Sharapova. So they're both going to be. They're going to be.
Yeah, did you see Manon Fiorot at the what was it, the press conference today, dude? She had a funky ass outfit on, man. That French chick. Shoo-wee.
Yeah,
I like her.
Look,
I like her. Chookagian's talking about you. Have you seen her Twitter? Mm-hmm. Did you see her Twitter get hacked like a year ago?
I don't think it was
like. Oh, don't you talking about like big black cocks?
Big black dicks and shit. Yeah, and she's like, "Oh no, I got hacked." Yeah, right. That's what you like.
Yeah,
you like Like what you like.
I thought she didn't even claim to be hacked. I thought she's like, yeah, I looked at what I looked at.
No, yeah, she's like, I looked at it. It's not me. Okay. Nice try.
Yeah, this is I don't hate women's MMA. Some people do. So I mean, go make yourself a sandwich or something during this time. But I'll be watching it because it's pretty interesting and it's a high stakes fight. It'll be fun. You're not going to see a knockout. That's why the over 2.5 is at -450. But Chookagian's proven time and time again that she'll take it to a decision and that she'll win that decision, whether she deserves it or not, whatever. It's, the judges, most of their boxing judges, and she lands a lot of jabs. She lands a lot of everything. Fiorot might snap her head back a few times, but Chookagian's going to have the volume here. I think she's got the grappling advantage. If she gets Fiorot down, she's on her back. I think she's going to give her the old Antonina Shevchenko treatment. So at +175 for somebody that has only lost to the elite of the elite, and you got Fiorot who's beat up I don't know if they're janitors, cab drivers, whatever you want to call them in WMMA. You're getting Chookagian at +175, probably +200 by a decision. Why would you not take it? It happens every single time. She is a bet on fighter, and I'm going to bet on her as always.
Great. Better on with me then, bitch.
Okay, I would love to.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. How much? 40? You want to go 40?
No, because there's a reason the line's the way it is.
$20.
If how about
$20?
Yeah, but if she wins via decision, you pay me 25.
Okay, yeah, I'll pay.
That's
I'll
fair.
pay 26. Bitch, I'm
Right? Is that
I'll pay
fair?
26.50.
But I
Don't
pay
give
you
a
20
shit.
no matter how man on.
No
wins
matter
if she
what,
does.
I'll take that.
I
Man,
only
if
pay you
you
20.
get a fucking
All right.
butcher. All right, Timbo, who you like in this fight, bub?
I'm on Fiorot as well. And
Hey,
like,
Timbo, my guy.
Caitlin isn't she's not a chopped liver or nothing, but again, a lot of her decision wins have been on the wrong side. Fiorot she's the more aggressive one in my opinion, and the more powerful one. She's got three, a takedown to each one of her last 3 fights. So I think she can get it done for anywhere, and Fiorot definitely has the TKO potential. Not that I think it would happen. Obviously, the line is what it is for a reason, but I like Fiorot on this one. I think she's the real deal.
She's the real deal. I think she is the real deal. Speaking about real deals, Manil Dariush +160 versus Matus Gamrot -190. Little surprised by this line. Benny Dariush, we haven't seen him in a little bit, but before that he was the hot guy. He was going to fight Islam a few times, and then injuries and whatnot. And now he's got Matisse Gamrot, which I think this guy's a little bit of an unknown. I know he just made it against Chookagian and he looked very good, but still kind of flirting with the unknown. I think he's only got 4 fights in the UFC. So Benny Dariush is probably a little upset. And Danny just announced that Volkanovski is getting the next shot no matter what. So Benny Dariush is probably got to fight another time. Let's go Timbo for this one. Who you liking this fight? This is a good fight. I have a strong take on this one.
This is potentially fight of the night here. I apologize if you said the line. I didn't get it.
It is +160 Benny Dariush. Nice little underdog play.
Oh, wow.
And Matisse Gamrot is a -190. And this could be moving. I got these at DraftKings on Wednesday morning, maybe Tuesday.
Still the same. Little better
Still
line on Dariush on FanDuel if you like him.
Yeah, I'm hella surprised at that.
No surprising.
I expected a lot more respect on Dariush, and I don't have that respect. He ain't really he ain't been the talk of the town lately because he ain't done shit lately. I'm not impressed with you beating Tony Ferguson. I'm not impressed with you beating fucking Diego Ferreira, Scott Holtzman, Jakar Close. I'm not impressed with any
Camacho.
of those. Yeah, come on.
I'm not impressed by your performance. That's a GSP right there. Hey.
Yeah, Gamrot came out, and granted, he's fought a lot of the same guys, but his fight against Arman Tsarukyan, that shit put my eyes on him. This dude's the fucking real deal. Hell of a chin, great takedown defense, hella volume, hella heart. Got the dog fucking X-ray going on right there. But Neil Dariush, man, I feel like he missed his chance, and not even because of anything that he did. I know he's on a huge fight win streak right now, but I think the ship has sailed on him. He may prove me wrong. I don't see him getting a finish on Gamrot. I can see Gamrot finishing him, Dariush has been finished multiple times. Granted, it's been some time. He ain't fought nobody recently that's, could hold a stick to him and get him finished. So I like Gamrot here. I'm very surprised at the line, though. I definitely expected more respect on Dariush. But yeah, I'll be putting Gamrot in some parlays.
Yeah,
I think he wins by decision, though. I think he wins by decision.
I think I actually like everything you said. I like Gamrot. I'm surprised the line is what it is because Dariush is the bigger name. He's very good, but that boy got a chin problem. 3 of his 4 losses are by knockout over guys. I mean, Ramsey Ninja knocked him out years ago, right? He got hurt by Jakar Close. Jakar Close doesn't hurt anybody. Jakar Close got put in a fucking casket from a push. That dude ain't hurt nobody. So I think Gamrot has good striking. His takedown offense is good. It's like 90% something. He can take Dariush down. I think Dariush is going to want to look for takedowns here. He's not the most explosive guy. He's strong. He's very good controlling on the ground. So he did against Diego Ferrar. But Matus is too big of an athlete. I looked at the weigh-ins today, the stare down today at the press conference. Matus is in shape. He's bigger than Benny. Benny's dense. I know he likes to hit. He likes to crack. Could turn into a war here. But Gamrot is shown to have a fucking chin on him too. He's taking some bombs. And his biggest weapons outside the UFC, where he was a multi-time champion, he was 23-1 or something crazy, was his cardio. Cardio is a weapon. And sometimes Dariush,
it ain't got no gas in it.
Every once in a while, he ain't got no gas in it. He slows down. So for that, I'm all over Gamrot here. I hope people put money on Dariush so we can get the price down on Gamrot, but I am all over Matus Gamrot. Fuck yeah, dude.
Slime ball?
Hey, we got to do the show. We got to do the show for that. You like that voice? Christian, what do you got here, man?
Yeah, it's wild to me. These guys are a year and a half apart, and we're talking about a changing of the guard. And despite that age similarity, I feel the exact same. You're watching an up-and-comer versus a guy that, like Timbo said, that really he missed his shot. They were just it's Connor's fault, probably, just stuck there in the middle. Are they 155s?
Yeah, these are 55s.
Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you, Gamrot looked huge. Benny's thick, right? He's got a wide chest. But Gamrot took his shirt off and just, I couldn't believe the size difference.
Yeah, these guys, Gamrot, Chookagian, Kututsaladze, like these guys are the future. And the ages might be similar, but Dariush, he's walking the stanky leg sometimes when he gets hit by guys that aren't really known for their punching power. That's concerning. I don't know if Gamrot, Matus Gamrot. I'm not sure if he's got that knockout power, but that speed and tenacity he has is like overwhelming. He's scrambling. He just doesn't quit. Yeah. And I know Dariush can grapple, but I mean, this guy is just nonstop. He's got that Gregor Gillespie type scrambling in him and just no quit. And I don't, like you said, ain't got no gas in it. When somebody's scrambling on you like that, I mean, that'll gas you real quick. I like Gamrot here too. When I first looked at it, I'm like, dang, Dariush at plus money, but man,
it's very intriguing. Like Kenny,
it is.
Kenny and I picked this fight, and Kenny knows Benny a lot because they trained in LA and they're friends and stuff. And Kenny picked against Benny, which I was surprised. I thought for sure I'd get a layup with a Gamrot pick there. And he broke it down great and just said, it's a little because Benny got hurt, but then he also was turned down a lot of fights. He thought he earned his shot. Yeah. He was supposed to fight Islam, got hurt, and then they offered him a couple guys, and he might have still been hurt, but he was like, nah. Now he's like, fuck, I got to fight. Last time he was out there, he like called out Elon Musk for a Tesla. You got to pay for that Tesla now. You got to go fight, dude. Matus Gamrot, though, I think this guy is, the Chookagian fight, I thought he lost initially. I watched it back, very close fight, but I earned so much respect for him because Chookagian is such a beast. And is just so good, and he's so young. And Gamrot took it on, I think, relatively short notice too, and impressive stuff. All right, here we go. Sugar Sean O'Malley, man. Hey, Sugar Show versus Petrosyan. Petrosyan minus 265. Sugar Sean O'Malley plus 225. I'll end it because I'm the sugar guy here. Let's go with Christian here, bud. Christian, what do you like here? I know who you're picking. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to break this one down. I bet Peter Yan I put him in a parlay with Max Verstappen like 2 months ago at minus 380 because I'm like, holy shit, you're not going to get Max Verstappen won his race, by the way. And so I waited. This bet has been waiting for like 2 months now to and it's finally going to come true. But I put him at minus 380 because I thought that was huge value. He's creeping down to minus 250 right now. This is going to be my all-time largest wager. Any sport, no bigger blackjack bet, no more money that I've had on the craps table before. This is going to be my single largest bet. I don't know, because I'm going to parlay every single fight as I go. As the day goes on, I'll be putting, 20, 40, 50 bucks on each, whatever I think somebody
every
buys to
fight
finish this fight.
when you go
and
live,
I'm going to parlay, and I'm going to put them with Jan. And I'm going to do that the entire time. And then when it comes up, probably whatever money I have left in my sports book, I'm going to put it on Jan. This is a Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor gift of a line you're getting here. I'm not going to break down the X's and O's for you because I don't need to. It's going to be all X. Or if Jan's the X, it's all X.
X gonna give it to you.
This is a gift. And thank you to Twitch, all you Twitch people and whoever listens to Sean O'Malley's podcast, all you people put money up. Thank you, because this is going to be a banner weekend for your boy.
I'm going to clip that because that was your best breakdown. Even though I disagree with every fucking thing you said. Great breakdown. $10 floor is yours, brother.
I got to open it up to Christian here because you are very, very confident. And I'm confident, but I'm not that confident. So, I mean, what do you think Jan's game plan is here? Just to take him down easily?
He does whatever he wants with him. Does whatever he kicks his leg once. Sean O'Malley, if they're going to take the Walmart box out and hide his broken ankle under it, what are you seeing? This guy was losing to Pedro Munoz like 3 months ago. He's like a mid-range fighter. This is a guy that's fighting Eddie Wineland. Peter Yan has been fighting the creme de la creme and looking amazing doing it.
Yeah. And
but Sean O'Malley's not taking him down.
No, absolutely not. I'm 100% with you. I think Peter Yan fucking destroys his legs. He's got lethal leg kicks as it is, and O'Malley's got them little fucking twigs under his little cock. But I'm big on Jan, not that big because O'Malley does have knockout power. But I think Jan has multiple ways to win this. He can obviously take him down, do whatever he wants to him, make it end up like he did with Aldo when we saw that fucking tragedy happen.
Knocking out Eddie Wineland is not knocking out, never been knocked out Petr Yan. Just saying.
Thanks. Oh, yeah, 100%. Trust me. I'm all in on Jan. Let me just go and put that out. I'm taking Petr Yan. I think he probably wins by decision, though, honestly. But
that's not my concern.
Yeah,
that's
not
my concern because I'm just betting him straight at minus 250
is hella good fucking value for one of the best featherweights in the game right now. So give me Jan. Bantam. Excuse me. One of the best bantamweights in the game right now.
Listen, okay, you guys already know who I'm picking. All right, there ain't no secret about it. You guys made valid points. I get it. Okay, but here's the problem. Jan is like this, and he moves forward. He's gonna throw a couple kicks. He's gonna drop that first round. He's gonna come out aggressive that second round. He's gonna walk into some shit. Jimmy Rivera put Jan down. John Dodson walking at him on skates. She's gonna run into some long ass shit. Sean O'Malley's gonna throw out there. Sean O'Malley is most confident, most prepared for this fight he is. Am I worried about the leg kicks? You goddamn right I'm worried about the fucking leg kicks. But that's it. That's all I'm worried about. Petr Yan starts slow. He's going to be down 2 rounds. He's going to need that third. He's going to start to wrestle a little bit. Maybe win the third. But I think before it even gets to the third, Sean O'Malley's going to hit him with something. So I got Sugar Sean O'Malley plus 225. I got him by KO, probably round 2 is what I'm going to play it as. And I'm going to pay off my fucking mortgage. And Christian, you're all fired up.
Let me get that mic back.
Bet?
Yeah.
You want to bet?
I'm so confident that I'll put this hair on it. I'll shave this thing into a skull.
Well, I don't want that. I like Dr.
Phil.
I don't want to. I like your hair. I don't want you. I was thinking maybe get my name underneath your eye or something.
I'll just do it because I know I won't have to. I'll bet it to nobody because I won't have to do it. I will literally give myself a Dr. Phil if he loses.
My stat came out.
Okay, you want to bet? Okay.
Bet $20. Or do you want to go a little heftier?
I don't want. There's no.
You don't
I
want to take your
told you.
money.
Yeah, you're one of my good friends. We already taken the sports book money. My
Rarely
hair
win
will
these
be on my
bets
head.
against me.
Yeah, that's true.
At a confidence level, this fight for Sean O'Malley, this is literally the best matchup format in this division. Just because Petter can wrestle, he can grapple and stuff. I wouldn't even be surprised if he doesn't do that. But this is such a good matchup for Sean O'Malley. And I'm out of a confidence level. Obviously, he's a pretty big dog here. He hasn't looked good against competition like Cheeto and Pedro. I'm going to say 6 out of 10, your boy, 60% confident in this fight. So if you want to put a bet on it, we can put a bet on it. What's up with the what's up? Sean O'Malley going to get that shit done, baby. Show. All right, come in, event. Aljamain Sterling -175 versus TJ Dillashaw +150. Bantamweight title fight. Very interesting fight here. I actually really, really like this fight. I'm glad they made this fight. TJ Dillashaw, a lot of history with the steroids, got suspended. That was at 125, came back after 2 years off and had a bum shoulder, fought Sandhagen, very close fight, looked good. 2 years off the couch, coming in fighting a beast like Sandhagen, not easy to do, looked good. Anybody can score it the way they want it. It was a very close fight. And then had surgery again. Now he's off again, but I'm glad they gave him this fight. I'm going to start with Timbo because I believe Timbo is a Tyler Jeffrey Dillashaw fan. So the floor is yours here, Timbo. Who do you like in this fight?
Couple questions. Who do you like on the feet, TJ or Aljo?
That's a tough question for me
I
because
don't think it is. I think TJ fucks him up.
Aljo's so awkward. It's so different. Like he does everything wrong, but it somehow works for him. And for a guy like TJ who is so technical, I'm telling you, it's going to throw him off for at least the beginning of the rounds until he catches up with it. But yeah, obviously, if I gun to my head, if I was making a fighter who's stand up, what I want is TJ Dillashaw for sure.
Yeah, I mean TJ. Obviously, he loses in the grappling BJJ department. But I wouldn't be surprised if TJ comes out and starts fucking throwing him around and taking him down. That's not outside the realm of possibility. TJ has fucking excellent takedowns, as we saw in his previous fights, minus the Cejudo fight. Even against Sandhagen, he was taking him down. Wasn't doing much damage. Debatably didn't win that fight, but TJ's got fucking all-time good wrestling. I'm sure he's training his ass off on the mat. Granted, it's hard to find someone to spar against similar to Aljo. He's one of the best, if not the best, in the division and possibly even the sport. If he gets your back, it's a wrap. We saw what he did to Jan, but Jan ain't a fucking wrestler. TJ Dillashaw is fucking built and bred for wrestling. I got him an advantage on the feet as well. He's got knockout power. We've seen that on countless occasions. We've seen Aljo get hurt on countless occasions, been knocked out. I like the value here on Dillashaw, man. And there's fanboy in me that's making this decision, but like he's been there, he's done that. Like it's the shit he does. Aljo's one trick pony. TJ's got a lot of fucking skills in there, a lot of tools in the woodshed. So give me the dog here. I'm not ultimately confident about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogs,
I mean, go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. Give me Dillashaw. Yeah. Dillashaw.
So I think the number is a great play on TJ for sure. I mean, if this is a number play, you got to go TJ. I really studied this fight because obviously I'm on a podcast with Ray Longo, who coaches Aljo. I can't go in sprouting nonsense and whatever. I got to know what I'm talking about. So TJ's never fought a pure grappler before, right? Cejudo's the only one, and they stood up. Dominic Cruz took him down 4 times, and someone else took him down 1 time, but he pops right back up. We've never seen TJ on the mat for a long time. I think that's where the questions come in. I think you're right. I think TJ could easily grapple and take Aljamain down just like Petrosyan did. Petrosyan took him down like 12 times the first time, just kept throwing him around the place. TJ easily can do that for sure. He's great wrestling. He's super athletic. He's explosive. But I don't know if he would want to because Aljo's good everywhere. Leg locks are really good. He's crafty off his back. You create those scrambles, he might not want to. I think TJ's main weapon here is going to be stand-up. He thinks his stand-up is so much superior than Aljo's. He even called Aljo out and said, it's embarrassing that this guy's the fucking champion of my division. Look at his stand-up. And I can see why he's saying that. He does everything wrong, but it just works for him. It's so herky-jerky. It's hard to explain. His timing's off. He's got really good kicks, not a lot of power, really good kicks. And when you're defending everything and you're thinking nothing's hurting you, that's when he body locks you and jumps on your back or tries to create a scramble. TJ, I think, will not get taken down by Aljo with a double or single. I think Aljo needs to get rid of those. I think Aljo's double's a little slow. TJ's too fast. And I think the single's out as well. I think Aljo needs to close the distance, clinch with him, body lock him, take him down. At the stare downs today, Aljo is a big boy for 35. He looked pretty significantly big in there. TJ obviously cut to 125, didn't look great, but he's a leaned out 135er. I think when you get in the clinch like that, I think size is going to play advantage. I think it's going to be very close in the beginning. I see Aljo putting a lot of volume on his strikes and TJ finding that good strike. But ultimately, I think Aljo's grappling is going to get him here. I think it's just going to be too much, and TJ hasn't played that game enough. He's really good not getting taken down, but how is he on the floor? There's too many questions in my mind. I got to go with Aljo here. But with that being said, plus 150 on TJ Dillashaw, Tyler Jeffrey Dillashaw is a great number. All right,
TJ,
Christian.
my body shot. Just throwing out the wild card.
Throwing it out there. Hey, if you're listening, throwing it out there. Christian, who you got in this fight, bub?
Man, that's tough to follow up. I'll make it quick. This is Sterling's easiest matchup in years. Aljamain's bigger. So much. He's
confident tonight.
So much bigger and stronger. You know, TJ pushes him up against the cage, tries to take him down. He's not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to. You talk about the stand-up. Your stand-up doesn't mean shit when somebody's right on your back. It's not going to mean a damn thing. I am not a TJ Dillashaw fan, as you could probably tell by the way I'm talking. Yeah. I'm going to take the champ here. I'm going to take Ed Still. Brian, you broke it down as good as you could. I don't listen to Anik and Florian when we do the podcast, so I don't ever get to hear that. But this is not one I went back and circled twice or thought much about. I mean, Dillashaw's here off of a roid suspension and what I think is a loss. So a loss, a roid suspension and a loss, and then 2 wins over Cody Garbrandt. That isn't shit.
And a surgery in there, 2 surgeries in there. Actually, he had a shoulder after he got popped.
Unless he's got a good doctor. Yeah, right. This is Aljo.
I really, like I said, I don't want to talk. I respect Ray Longo so much. I didn't want to half-ass his breakdown. And said it might have been one of my best breakdowns I ever did. So that's why I was so kind of in the X's and O's in this one, just because I think it's an incredible matchup. I really do. I think I'm going to flirt with Aljo by sub late. I don't think TJ just gets stronger, but I'm telling you, man, if you get that back or something, and Aljo's so dominant in that position, it's like Khabib-ish. I want to compare him to Khabib, but like Petrosyan worked all camp on getting guys off his back, and he got stuck there twice. You know what I mean? Dillashaw's a better wrestler than Petrosyan, but man, it gives me pause because we haven't seen it, you know. But Dillashaw, there's obviously ways for him to win.
There's reasons why you haven't seen it.
Yeah, there you go, Timbo. Timbo, you're the champ, man. People should be listening to you. You're the champ. Main event. Chucky Olives, Charles Oliveira, plus 160. Still getting no respect, even though he's not the champ. I just call him the champ, but he's the champ, right? Against Islam Makhachev, minus 190. I'll lead this dance here because I'm pretty convicted on who I am picking here. This is Islam Makhachev all day. I hate to say it, guys. I don't want this Khabib era to keep going. These Dagestanian fighters dominating everywhere. No one can beat the Russians. Islam Makhachev has never been an underdog in the UFC, which is absolutely crazy. I know he's fought low-level competition. This is, he's on a 4-fight win streak, all finishes. He's going to go out there. He's going to look to finish Charles Oliveira. If Charles Oliveira had a little bit of takedown defense, because he doesn't need it because he's so good on the ground, but if he just had enough to keep this on the feet, Oliveira would win. He's lightning on the feet. He hits so hard. He's so crafty, so good. He's so confident. But Islam is just a different dude on the ground. He's smothering. I don't think the jiu-jitsu is going to matter with Oliveira here. The only thing you can look out for is if Islam gets sloppy and dumb, shoots a shot, and Charles snatches that neck, that guillotine is fucking death. I think they've been working on that. I don't see that happening. I like Islam here. I like Islam by submission, probably second or third round. I think he's going to maul him for a little bit, get him tired, and then submit him. It's been done before. So I'm going to go Islam here. Who wants it? Who wants it, boys? Who wants it? Who wants it?
I'll take it so the champ can close it down. You got to hear the most
let the
champ
close out. Let the champ close it out. Let the champ close out.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree with you here. Maybe it's because I don't want to see Islam as the champ. I think he's boring. Charles Oliveira is like one of my favorite fighters. So fun to watch. I mean, I picked him over Gaethje, and that Gaethje is my favorite fighter. He's just so dynamic. I mean, with the submissions, his fists, the knees, the elbows, he's just got it all. Like, I am scared shitless that he's just going to get he's got blonde hair. I'm worried he's going to get taken, pulled down, and whatever that leg lock thing that they do, that figure 4 leg lock, not the Ric Flair one, the MMA one. Yep. And he's just going to just start grinding those elbows on him. But this fight starts on the feet, and Oliveira is putting down strikers that are, Islam's not on any strike level of the guys he's fighting with. No. Islam's probably going to be the best grappler that Charles has ever faced, and Charles is going to be the best striker Islam's ever faced, and as well as probably the best jiu-jitsu guy. Probably, by far the best fighter he's ever faced. So he's never, he's got good training partners, but this is for real. This is the real deal. This is, it's for the strap. I'm going to take Oliveira, and I'm taking him by a just brutal round 1 knockout, that's what he has falling down like Johnny Walker. I
love that play, by the way. Even though opposite you, the only way Oliveira's doing it, round 1 KO, just like Adrian Martinez.
It's like plus 1,500. And this is Charles Oliveira we're talking about, the best lightweight in history. This guy is, he had to earn his chance, like Khabib did, but this guy has proven to be absolutely dynamic and vicious in every facet of the game. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to take that 15-1 round 1 knockout. Believe that. I love 15-1, and I think if Charles gets it done, if it's not by knockout, I like him taking a neck in the first round too. It's going to be over early if Charles wins, and I agree with you 100%. Although Charles, though, he gets knocked around, he comes out that second round like a different dude, but this is a different kind of fighter. This isn't a Poirier who's going to box you up or a Gaethje or whatever. This is a guy that, Islam can't punch himself out of a wet paper bag. I mean, the guy's got no power whatsoever. So, Timbo, I'd love to hear your thoughts here, champ. What we got?
Yeah, heart saying Charlie Olives, but brain's going Islam, man, and I hate it. But
what are you going with? You going hard or brain?
I'm going with brain, dude. Brain. I want to make the money, man. I want to keep my belt. I think Islam can just fucking take him down at will and just hold. He can hold him there. He can ground and pound him. He could possibly get a submission. Oliveira is tough as fucking shit. Do we say he has a great chin because he gets fucking rocked all the time? He gets knocked down all the time, but he never loses consciousness.
I would say he has good recovery, right?
Yeah.
A good chin is a guy who doesn't get put down every fight. It's just a guy who's just, okay, I'm gonna get the fuck back up now, right?
Yeah. But when you're on the ground and that's happening and you're getting your face smashed in, that's different because then the referee can come in and stop it. And you don't think that you don't think the UFC, you don't think the officials in Abu Dhabi want fucking Islam Makhachev to win that fucking fight. Right. Could get an early stoppage there.
This ain't going to decision though. They can just go sit in the cheap seats and watch this.
This ain't going. But Timbo's saying Islam lands a couple fucking elbows, they might call that shit a little earlier than maybe they would in Brazil or something.
Mm-hmm.
True that.
Yeah. So I got to go with Islam here. Granted, he hasn't earned this, and not by his own fault. But Bobby Green, Dan Hooker, and now you're getting a fucking title shot. I'm not cool with that, but it's not his fault. No one else wants to fucking fight him, and for good reason because he's going to go out there and do to everybody else probably what he's going to do to Oliveira, and that's just take you down, keep fucking taking you down, and you're not going to get any opportunity to get any offense off. So that's what tells the tape for me. So yeah, give me Islam here and New, unfortunately. And then hopefully fucking
and new
Connor comes back and fucking.
My big thing too about that, I think you hit the nail on the head. I don't think Islam earned it, but I think he fought who they put in front of him. And I was on your side. I'm like, this didn't earn it. He's getting it because of Khabib, but he finished those guys. If he won decisions, I'd be like, no, give this kid because they tried to get him Dariush. They really didn't want to give him a shot right away. Let's give him Dariush and we'll throw Gaethje in there. This is Charles' toughest matchup at 155 pounds. If Charles can get through this, I don't see people beating him at 155 pounds. He's too good everywhere. But I keep going back to the Paul Felder fights where Paul got on top and brutalized Oliveira. The Frankie Edgar fights. I know these are forever ago and he's a different guy. My dumb brain keeps thinking that's the same Charles Oliveira. He did get eye surgery, so he can see now, which is great. And this is going to be a fun fight while it lasts, because I know Charles Oliveira, he got 2 dogs in his chest, and he's coming out fucking guns blazing, because I think he agrees with us. Like, he's got to hit this guy. He's got to scare this guy. He's got to put this guy down. No one hits him, right? He's been put out before. He's been knocked out before, but you really got to test this guy. Fuck the grappling stuff. I'm coming after you. So I love all your breakdowns.
Potential sub win for Oliveira, though, man, because he's got a fucking hell of a guillotine. You know, back when he was getting ragdolled by Kevin Lee, and then Kevin Lee got too comfortable, went in for another takedown, got his neck taken.
Islam has to be,
Islam has to be perfect put away fucking Khabib. Not to say put him away, but he had a great guillotine.
Yeah, a lot of, because Dagestanians, they like to control your waist by taking you down. They'll shoot doubles, but they want to control your waist so they can get your legs. By doing that, your head has to be off to either side. Can't be in the middle, has to be off to either side, right? And a lot of those guys get caught in guillotine now. I mean, Khabib's not tapping to nothing, but Islam is Khabib. I mean, Khabib's never felt fucking Oliveira. Oliveira is nasty. There's a lot of possibilities how this fight can go. I'm so excited to see it. I'm with you. I want Oliveira to win. When I broke this fight down, I just have a strong lean on Islam, and it's like, this is the only time I can separate fan and capper at this point. You know what I mean? Usually it's like my fandom comes first, but I'm not really either of these in these guys' corner. So I got to go with Islam because, you know, I'm trying to make some cheddar. All right, lock time. Give our locks out. I had a nice little transition set up, but I didn't have enough time to do it. It'll be on our next podcast. Timbo, you're the champ. You get to have the pick of the litter. Mortal lock, dog lock, send him home. What do you want, big dog?
Let's do send him home.
Let's do it. Who you got?
I'm gonna take motherfucking.
I'm
gonna put my nuts on the table with this one. I'm gonna go Krylov.
Woo! That's a nut and dick all over the table bet right there, baby. Send them, Christian. Send them, Bob. Who you like?
Give me Petrosyan. I want to double up on my guy Oliveira, but it's a high risk. That takedown leg lock thing. Ugh.
Tim Temples, your dog lock better be sugar. Whoa, we got to wait and find out, don't we? Oezdemir sent him home. Genie's disagreeing with Timbo. I love it. My send him home. And I hate to do this, but going to be Islam Makhachev. I think he's going to send him home.
Yeah.
I don't see that fight going. I know. I don't see that fight going to decision, but yeah.
You know what? He's not a big favorite. That's respectable. I like it.
Yeah, I just see him, and I think probably by submission might be a plus number right now too. That's how I think he's to do it. I don't think he's gonna be able to TKO him. All right, Christian, dog lock, anyone you want, mortal or dog, whatever you want.
I'm gonna go with mortal because I know there's 100% chance I'll get my dog.
Right.
Of course it's mortal because I'm either gonna be destitute and in the soup kitchen line, or I'm gonna have two houses. Yeah, put me down for Jan.
Yeah. Petrosyan. Yep. Timbo, mortal lock, babe. Don't take mine, you son of a gun.
I mean, I'm not gonna say Mokayev. That's not cool.
No, I want mine, but don't fucking take mine, dude.
I'm gonna go. Shit, my bad. Hold on 1 second.
No, you're good, babe. I'm just anticipating you not taking mine.
He's gonna pull the old Dev Tejada there and take Mokayev as immortal.
That's a Dev Tejada move. Is Valentino in this card minus 1200? Yeah, mortal locker from. Who's the highest in the card? Yeah.
Give me Fiorot.
Oh, man, and Fiorot. Thank God you didn't take mine. My mortal lock, and I'm confident he's in the slime ball, is my 2 Gamrot. That's what I thought you were going to think.
Yeah, I was potentially thinking that, but I think
we're all on him. I like him. All right, dog lock. So what dogs do I got here? Oh, I got Oezdemir. I got I'm going Sugar Sean O'Malley. Fuck the haters. Let's go, Sugar. I'm going to take my Sugar and give him dog lock here. I'm taking him by KO. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, and then if I lose, I'm gonna stick my tail between my legs and come back on this podcast next week and be like, "Well, Sean's not as good as I thought he was." All right, dog locks, boys. Who we got?
You could have put your nuts on the table, and you could have taken Sugar as all three.
I could. I want to spread it out. I'm trying to. I don't want to give everyone because not everyone likes Sugar. You know what I mean? But we're dog and Mortal off plus money. Plus, I think you threw your hair out there for no goddamn reason. So,
I'm that confident. I will show up with that cul-de-sac next pay-per-view.
We got a lot on that line there. I had to go dog lock. Christian dog lock. Who do you like?
Give me Oliveira. That's an easy one.
That's a good lock. That's a good lock.
Yeah.
You're confident in that.
That's not
Timbo
easy.
dog lock, babe.
Gaji is a dog, right?
Gaji. Yeah, that was good. That was the next one for me, was my dog lock. If I didn't talk so much shit about Sugar, this and that, it would have been Gaji. So people listening, ride with me, but Timbo's the champ. He went Gaji. I think that's a great dog lock as well. And that's it, boys. It was fun doing this, even though my week has been absolute dog shit. It is good seeing your faces. He's got burn sides, is what they call him. Timbo's fighting in there, wearing that Braves hat, not giving a fuck, getting shit from Philly fans. I love it, bub. I love it. Boys, I'll see you in the group early morning, especially for Christian.
8
on the
a.m.
West
my
Coast
time.
there. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I
Cracking
can't
that
wait.
black chair,
I'll
white
be
claw,
watching my kids, and they're gonna be like, "Juice." I'm like, give me a second here, juice. I'm like, give me a fucking second here. They're actually pretty good when the fights are on. They're usually just on their iPads, just doing whatever, shit in their pants. All right, boys. It's good seeing you.
Later.
I'll see ya. That's it. That's the show.